Who will reach the Champions League semi-finals? I'm your boy Viva La FIFA, and awesome that you're watching to my quarterfinals predictions. A couple of hours ago, the draw was finalized. We see City facing Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea versus Porto, Bayern Munich in a big clash against Paris Saint-Germain, and what to think about Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Back into the future to 2018, where the two teams played the Champions League final. Give me your predictions about all those games. Drop it in the comment section down below, and in this episode I will give you my prediction. We watch every single clash. I will give you the strength and weaknesses analysis for every single team in those quarterfinals, and in the end I will tell you what 4 teams will reach the semi-finals of the Champions League, and I also give you my prediction for the winner of the year. So if you love the video, give a thumbs up, share it with your friends if you love it, subscribe to the channel for more, put on the notification bell, and click that I button to watch more videos on my channel. We are starting off with Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. First of all, we're focusing on Man City. What is the strength of that team? First of all, a tactical genius coach with Pep Guardiola. High pressure, ball possession, and scoring an average of 2-3 goals easily. They have amazing attacking players like Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Sergio Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Riyad Mahrez, Ferran Torres. The list seems endless. Their weak spot is the defensive line normally, but this year that is also very good. With Stones doing a great job alongside Ruben Dias, the team looks without any weak spot. Maybe it could be the midfield, but well, I'm talking about injuries then. Maybe Kevin De Bruyne will once again be out with an injury, or else this Manchester City squad is getting pretty close to perfection. They are facing a Borussia Dortmund team that is not playing their best season in the history of the club in the Bundesliga. Yes, in the Champions League they're reaching the quarterfinals. They defeated Sevilla over 2 games, and the big man was Erling Braut Haaland. That is also instantly their most important weapon. With his speed, strength, and finishing in front of goal, he can be the pain in the ass City isn't waiting for. But I think defensively, and most importantly, the goalkeeper of Borussia Dortmund is a little bit too weak to play at a stage like that. They have Haaland, they have SANCHO, Reina, Marco Reus, Witsel, great young talents like Jude Bellingham. Yes, that's great, but especially the defensive line plus the goalkeeper is the weak spot of Borussia Dortmund, where I think City will take their profit from. In the home game, I am going for a 3-1 victory. I don't think you can keep Borussia Dortmund from scoring goals if they have Haaland in their starting 11, but City, their ball possession is an average of 70%. That means if you have the ball, you're so tired of running after the ball all the time, you can't actually make a good, decent attacking run, and that is the reason why I'm going for a big win for Man City. 2-0, 3-1, something like that. And as I told you, that means Borussia Dortmund has to finish it off at home with a 2-0 win to get into the semi-finals, but I don't think that will happen. City away from home is super strong this season as well, as they are in their own stadium, and without the fans being there from the Gelbe Wande, I think for Borussia Dortmund it is end of a story. Who knows, they will become the Olympique Lyonnais, destroying the Manchester City dream, but I have a feeling City is too strong over 2 games. Maybe in their own stadium they can end up with a 2-2 draw. Tell me your prediction for this match in the comment section. We are continuing with Chelsea versus Porto. Porto, they defeated Juventus in a crazy game, and Chelsea quite easily passed through in a game against Atletico Madrid. It's kind of crazy to say, but Atletico was too weak for Chelsea. Chelsea has a good team, and with the new coach Thomas Tuchel, it is so much better. What is the strength of the squad? That is simple. They only conceded 2 goals in their last 9 games. That says it all. For Porto, it will be one hell of a job to actually score a goal or to create a chance. Thomas Tuchel has defended differently with 3 center backs, 2 full backs. He's doing a fantastic job. They can score goals with Ziyech, with Werner, Giroud from the bench, Pulisic, and more awesome players. So I think Chelsea is a big weapon this year. They are playing against an SC Porto side that is well known for their team spirit. They defeated Juventus, and that was was very brave. They got reduced to 10 men, but still they survived in that match, and Sergio Oliveira is their main man. The center midfielder was important with 2 goals, one from the penalty spot, one with a free kick away from home against Turin, and after that Porto went through. Porto as a team is hard working. Sergio Conceição reminds me a little bit of Jose Mourinho in 2004, where Chelsea could be the Manchester United of 2004, where Porto won at Old Trafford with a goal of Costinha, I believe it was, in injury time. So it could be a very cool clash to watch. Starting off with the game at Stamford Bridge, and I think they will go for a victory 2-1 for Chelsea. I think Porto can still pick up a goal with Marega and also Taremi. They have good strikers who can pick up goals, physically strong, but it will be quite hard to score against Chelsea, so we could also go for a 2-0 victory at home. It could mean that it would be enough for Porto to get a 1-0 victory at home to go through the next stage. I am not ruling that out, but in the end, my prediction is that Chelsea is just slightly too strong, slightly too well organized instead of Juventus. That is just a roller coaster team with Ronaldo up front. So I think in the end, Porto is coming close, but Real Madrid could be facing Chelsea in the final, because I go for the Blues to go through the semi-finals. One of the coolest games of the year is Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain. Let's zoom in first to the Bayern Munich squad. Of course, the winners of 2020 says enough. The team only gets stronger with Kingsley Coman now getting competition of Leroy Sané, and the team looks solid once again. The downside is several players might say goodbye, like David Alaba, like Jerome Boateng, so it might be not fully focused on that match. But for the rest, they are just like City without flaws. Lewandowski is just insane as a goal machine. Gnabry, Sané, Coman, quality down the wing is very high. The midfield with Thomas Müller, the assist king, Leon Goretzka and Joshua Kimmich is something like the Bermuda Triangle. Everything that enters that is losing the ball without thinking, huh, where did it went? The defensive line is a lot stronger than it was in the past, but as I told you, there might be the weak spot. Alaba and Boateng aren't the best with room between them and Neuer, but that is why they got Manuel Neuer, the best sweeper keeper in the history of the game. Paris Saint-Germain is a very good side, but very vulnerable. We've seen it home against Barcelona. If Messi picked up that penalty goal, who knows what happened. But also zooming into the Ligue 1, you see for the very first time in 10 years that Paris Saint-Germain is struggling to win it. They pick up a lot of defeats. Neymar Jr. is still injured. Will he be fit in time or will he not make it? We all know the attacking power of Paris Saint-Germain. With Keylor Navas, they got themselves a decent goalkeeper, but for me the defensive line, that is the weak spot of PSG. And with a team like Bayern Munich facing you, that could come back to haunt you. It might be a little bit bold from me to say Paris Saint-Germain is not scoring in the Bayern Arena. It is dairy, but I am going for that. Byron is so organized, defensively so strong. I'm afraid that even with Kylian Mbappé in the best shape of his career, it's not good enough. I am going for a 1-0 or 2-0 victory for Bayern Munich. That also means it is very hard to win this tie for Paris Saint-Germain, and as you can see in the end, I am choosing Bayern Munich as my victorious team. 2-2 draw. Away from home in the Parc des Princes, Neymar may be returning from injury, but in the end, Bayern Munich is too well organized. You can't compare it with Barcelona at the moment. Paris Saint-Germain did a great job, especially away from home, but Bayern Munich, well, they can destroy teams that aren't organized. And Paris Saint-Germain, it is some players attack, some players defend, and I'm afraid Byron will kill you for that. On to the last game in the quarterfinals, and these are just all fairy tale stories. Real Madrid, Liverpool. Hey, 2018 final, Mo Salah, Sergio Ramos. Remember that shoulder injury? I do, like it was the day of yesterday. Let's zoom in first to the Real Madrid squad. What makes them good? They have a lot of experience playing in this stage of the Champions League. Last 6 years, they won it 4 times. Sad enough, tells the story. The downside on this team is it's kinda old. Ramos, Kroos, Modric, Benzema, all of them 30 plus. Then they have young talents like Benjamin Mendy, Ferland Mendy on that left back position. They have players like Valverde, Vinicius, Rodrigo, but it's not really a team so far. So they need to learn that step by step, and maybe Liverpool can take advantage from that. And what can we actually say about Liverpool? It is a big question mark surrounding that club. If they're in great shape, they can beat everyone. But at the moment, they are outside of the Champions League spots. That's why Jurgen Klopp will put full focus on these games. Winning the Champions League is an instant Champions League ticket next year. So that means Liverpool needs to get themselves surviving this round. With the defensive line that is kind of weak, we saw the weakness. Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, it's not there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, defensively not the best. And from the midfield, we can't see a lot of goals scoring. So that means Firmino is also out of shape. It is all about Salah and Sadio Mane to get Liverpool through. Starting off in the Bernabeu, I'm going for a 2-1 victory. We saw Real Madrid get defeated by Man City last year because they got defeated in their own stadium. They're not playing in the Bernabeu, but I'm going for a slightly nice win for Real Madrid. A 2-1 victory. I think if Liverpool can pick up a goal, they have a very good advantage to play their home game. This will be very tight if you're asking me. I'm going now for a 2-1 victory for Liverpool, and that means no goals in extra time. It is a penalty shootout, and then you know it is a lottery. It's a casino. It's either red or black. Well, in this case, it is either red or white. Who will get it? I am going for Liverpool in the end. Why? I'm not sure. I'm just feeling it in my belly. I don't think Real Madrid doesn't deserve it, but hey, these are my predictions. Tell me yours in the comment section down below. Do you love the video? Share it everywhere you can. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a very, very nice day.